Hello and welcome along to Cornbrook Contracting. My name is Jamie, and as you might have heard in Thomas's video earlier, he's probably mentioned this because he knows where I was heading off to. I have come down and I've overseen a purchase of a combine for Cornbrook Contracting. So we've bought this nice little Rostelmash Nova 330. Lovely little machine. I believe Rostelmash is either European or Russian, so sort of from the eastern side of Europe anyway, and it's got the PowerStream 500 header. This is a 5-meter header on here, which should handle most of what our clients require from us at the moment. And we have been contracted by one of the farms to go and harvest a field of oats today. So I'm going to jump in the combine and we'll get it started up. There we go. I'm going to hook on our header trailer and head up there. So yeah, it's a field of oats we're doing today. And once we've got those harvested, we gotta do the straw for them. So they want the straw, they want the oats. We have another person carting for us today. There we go. Right, that's all hooked up. Let's just go check those connections. Yeah, the hook's all engaged and everything, so we can head up to the field. It's always a little bit concerning trying to back a combine up completely blind like that. But we're good. Right, so nice little combine. So it actually fits on these roads quite well round Felsborough. And it means that we don't have to worry about an escort so much. We do have to take it a little bit carefully. Obviously, it's a little bit wider than your average car, but yeah, we don't really need any kind of escort for this. The field we're heading to is just up the road here. As I said, it is a field of oats. The owner of the farm, he's building up a bit of a horse business, I believe. Carving his little area of this lovely place in the foothills of the Alps out, and and yeah, as always with Cornbrook Contracting, we are helping him along, and it's a great way of us starting out with this combine and giving it a try out. So that's the field there, I believe. The best way for us to get to it, I think, is going to be from the southwest corner. I can see a nice entrance up to it. Right, so turn down here. Oh, some big cement lorry behind us there, rumbling along. And in we go. There we are. Right, we need to find a flat bit of land to hook this trailer on. Right, there we go. So we want to go around the field this way, so I want to make sure that I'm nice and clear here. Oh, I've just noticed, and I'm so glad I didn't do it. He's planted a whole load of trees down this side of the field, so I must make sure that I don't run those over. But we're fine. We didn't get close enough to them to do any damage. Right, but that would not have gone down well, this being our first contract for him. Right, and hook up. I don't think I'm straight enough onto our header there. Right, there we go. And let's reline up and connect it up. There we are. First off. Right, and hopefully he hasn't put the trees. Yeah, he has given us a nice little gap here. Start up our combine, and away we go. Right, so I believe I am just going to go along here a little bit and then hop out the combine. Check that my swat is on. I believe it was engaged. I checked that one. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it's making quite a big pile of straw there. So that's the one thing with the oats. It really does produce quite a large, quite a good amount of straw, which is one of the things that makes it a really good crop. Apart from the fact that you can feed it to the horses, makes it a really good crop for the horses as well. Is that you can get both the straw and the feed for the matter. Quite useful. You do need to make hay for them as well, which appears to be what he has a field of here. But we will just go through and cut this. There we go. We'll take the headlands off first. As always, we're starting with auger in, which is a really is to protect the auger. Make sure that well, here it's not such an issue. Down the far side of the field, once those trees are grown, they would be a bit of a danger to our auger. So we want to make sure that yeah. We practice that and make sure that we don't ever really get ourselves into that kind of trouble where we cause a lot of financial pain. You can see his horses there in their paddock, and yeah, I think this started off as 2 fields when we first drove past it a little while ago. God, that video seems a while ago now that we made that vlog. And yeah, so he's got his horses going there, and so he's divided this field into half of it is the oats that we're cutting at the moment, and the other half is grass that he's using for hay. So it's a really good use of the land that he's got already, and without many horses, he'll reap quite a nice profit once he's trained them up. Yeah. How are we doing? We're about, I think we've probably got about 1/3 of a tank looking in there at the moment. Oh, it's looking a little bit sticky with the accelerator on this combine. Ah, there's our carting man. I can see him up the top end of the field there. Yeah, those trees, they're gonna take a little while to grow, I think. A good little tractor he's got there as well. There we are. So last run down this headland here. I think we're probably going to end up taking, with the size of this header, probably take 4 headlands off here. So what I'm probably going to do is, because you guys won't want to see me do this whole field, you know, that would just be a bit too much. What I'm going to do, I think, is just take off the rest of the headlands, and when we come to cut back in, what I'll do is I'll come back to you guys then. We've got we are getting fairly full now. We are about, I think that's got to be about half full. It goes. The thing is, as with all these windows, it always goes quite a bit higher than the actual window does. Although of course we do have over there on the left hand side, we do have the actual the fill level as well as a digital readout, so I can keep an eye on that. and that tells me how close we are to actually being full, which is quite useful. Right, so as we're coming to the end of the first headland, I am going to get the rest of these headlands out, and we'll come back once I get back into the main body of the field. So I will catch up with you then, and I will let you know how it's going. So we are coming down the back straight of the fourth headland now. We're just emptying what's actually our third unload into the trailer. So we got I reckon we've got about 6,000 to 8,000 litres off this field so far, which is pretty good yield for oats. Oats are not the most or the highest yielding crop. As I said, they're really only useful for feeding horses at the moment. I think, oh yeah, just a little bit more to come out. There we go. Right, so we'll bring our auger in. So we are, the reason why we were emptying then, we didn't quite have a full tank. And the reason why we were emptying then was because we needed to, we're about to cut in. We've got just this end headland to do, and then we're going to cut in the field. We're going to cut right in the middle of it, because as you can probably see, now we've taken the headlands out, there's not a massive amount of field either side of it. So we're just gonna cut straight down the middle pretty much, and then expand out from the middle of that. So my cutting, I want to get lined up. Right, so my cutting, I want to be about here, I think. I want to make sure that I'm nice and straight. Back off a little bit. Yeah, there we go. I think that's nice and straight. Really perpendicular to our lines. There we are. And cut in, and hopefully that is straight up the field. So I know I've got quite a good marking actually to run along here. So I'm going to trying to keep fairly straight on the marking I've got on the hillside. It's a fairly good line actually in the cliffside there, and yeah, we're cutting through here. We've only got 600-700 litres in the tank so far, so we're gonna get a good chunk of this out of the middle before we have to empty again. Whoa, we are way off course. That is not going to be the straightest of cuts. Never mind. One of those things where a field with tram lines in, and that is a really easy thing to do. A field without them, and yeah, you're in a bit of trouble because you don't really have anything to follow in the first place. But we're all good. Right, so we've got 1,500 litres. So that's a pretty good amount of cut out of that. And we're turn around now, and we're going to see exactly how horrible that first cut in was. Actually, not too bad. I was expecting much, much worse. Yeah, I was expecting that to be a lot less straight than it is, so that's pretty good. We have cut maybe a little bit too far over to the east side of the field, but it's all good. It's all fine. We are with 1,700 litres in the tank now. Yeah, which makes us just over a third of the way full. This combine holds 4,500 litres of crop at any one time. I am emptying quite early at the moment. Our trailer, I think our carting trailer doesn't quite hold 2 tanks worth. So we're emptying at about 3,000-ish litres, which will be, which will basically be the return here. So the whole length of the return here will be about 3,000 litres. So we'll empty on the way back here, and that will mean that that we can get a fair amount into the trailer. And the combine never gets too full. Yeah, we're at 250,000 litres now, actually. Right, so right down, walk it out. So he'll probably, yeah, he's coming up behind. I've just seen him in the mirror. And it basically just keeps the whole thing running smoothly. There's already some in the trailer, as we saw a minute ago. So this hopefully should top it up. And maybe top it off. But this combine I'm impressed with. It's cutting really well, very nicely, and will keep us going for a while, because it's you know, this is a nice new combine. It's an ex demo, this one. It's which was quite a nice little find. Managed to save us a little bit of money that way. Not many hours on it, but of course it's not brand new, so that always gets a bit off the price tag. Right, let's turn. We don't need to have those on anymore. Excellent. Right. Bring that in, and he's topped off, so he's going to go and tip that now, and we're going to keep going. We are motoring through this field now. Yeah, we've definitely gone a little bit too far west on the first cut in there. It's gone, we've got a lot thinner that side. But what we'll do is we'll do this in a, rather than opening up the middle of this this pit we've got on the east side. What we'll do is we'll cut it in a more traditional way. So we'll go up and down the sides and just sort of diminish the size of it there. This is a lovely place to be combining, a lovely place to be doing this kind of work. It's just so picturesque, and you know, there's not a direction you look in where there isn't something beautiful to look at. And I'm still you know, thanking my lucky stars for the opportunity that we've had to come out here to the foothills of the Alps and farm here. It's an interesting experience in that it's both all familiar and different at the same time. Right, there we are. Let's get the next cut started. Where are we up to? So we've got 1,000 litres off that single row. So this combine can do, basically can do four lengths of this field there and back, and not quite be full, which is a useful thing to know. Our next return this way though is going to finish off this side of the field, which should be fine and dandy, and doesn't leave us a huge amount left, a huge amount of the field left to do. And it's looking, yeah, it's looking great, and it is performing well. This combine, it's an impressive piece of kit for such a small machine. It's doing so well. It might be it'd be a lot more work, I think, if we had wheat in this field, if we were doing a wheat field. But actually cutting its teeth on oats is, I think, is a really good way for us to ease it in. Lets me know its quirks. Lets me know its little foibles. Right, how full are we? 2,000. So yeah, we'll want to empty on the next return. So while we're doing this, the thin strip we have left. And I think he's headed down that end of the field, ready to pick us up when we reach down there. Yeah, that's exactly where he's gone, which is fantastic. And then we've got about, we don't have an awful lot on this side of the field left to finish off. I think we've probably got 3 runs to do after that. Whether the owner of this farm will get us in to do the baling on it, I don't know. He does have a baler of his own. He has got a round baler. I don't know if he prefers the round bales or not. We have a. I don't know if we. Oh yes, we do. We have a square baler. So yeah, that is all good. So if he wants square bales, we are happy to do them for him. But he may stick with the round bales. He may actually. I don't know if he has, because I've only noticed his straw bales are square and his hay bales are round. So maybe he has a preference between the two, but to keep the two separate like that. But we'll find out in the coming days. I will have a word with him once we've completed this job, and see if he wants to do that baling as well. For now, I am very much just concentrating on the combining. Wow, this may be, I may have miscalculated this slightly. I have miscalculated this slightly. A wider header and we'd have been fine. As it is, we're going to leave a very thin patch. But it's only a thin patch at this end, looking at this. So we did go a bit skewy. Although it's, yeah. We went a bit scared. I'm wondering actually if this field actually is thinner at this end, because I turned away from this side, so that's interesting. I think this field is marginally thinner at this end with how it's been done. Take that off. We don't need our beakers on anymore because our carter is here and is emptying. So we'll go and clear up that little patch of oats in a minute. Header. Right, he's all done. And we're bringing in our header. Our auger. I'm very tempted to clear up this little bit that we had trouble with very quickly before we start the return trip here. But we are literally now just three cuts away from finishing this field, which is fantastic. And it has been a good yield of oats off here. I'm guessing that he's properly limed and ploughed and fertilised this field the whole way through. It's looking like a very healthy crop. This is. Keeping an eye on that divider down the left-hand side. If I can see that, then I know that I'm not going to miss any crop. Which is good. Right. So yeah, we'll go get that thin patch, and I think our driver is down this end here. I think we might need him up the other end for when we finish, because we're not going to get a full tank here. Just get this little strip here. Clear that up, and then we'll go up the far side of the remaining stuff. Yeah, that's got that. there. So yeah, just a small bit left for us to finish off. Again, it's actually quite thin at this end. I'm not. That's a weird one because we turned away from it and we didn't get a thicker amount at the far end. So yeah, definitely seems to be thinner at the top end than at the bottom. Or we just weren't going straight. It's a tough one. Turning towards this side, I would expect it to have a thinner bit on this side and a fatter bit on the other, which is not how it's played out. Right, so auger out, indicator on, because yeah, that should give our driver enough time to reach us as we turn. And then we just have the final strip to go. Yeah, there he is. And in. Right, so this will finish us off. It's been a good harvest. This it's worked well. It's had a good yield on it. The client, I think, will be very happy with what we've got off here. Bringing it down. Yeah, it all fits in. That's very nice. Our tank is reading is empty. It's all going straight up the auger into the trailer now. Right. So that is it. Let's turn off our crusher. There we go. So while he heads off to go and tip that final load, I'm just jump out the combine because I always like to have a picture of my machines at the end. And really, that's where we're going to end this vlog. This combine has performed really well. I'm really pleased with it. Great little combine this will be for Cornbrook Contracting. And all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment and give it a share. And for the latest videos from Cornbrook Contracting, please subscribe to Virtual Farmer and Simulation for the Nation, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.